With the new government being set up in India, I think GST is just a doorstep away. We are waiting for the budget to pronounce on the GST, which is going to be a landmark in the tax reforms in India. Today we see VAT, we see service tax, we also see a lot of central excise and other things. There is no level playing ground. Once the GST is up, we welcome it as it's a uniform tax all over India.
So what happens to people who are under VAT or sales tax?
Yes, see, today you are a businessman who is only selling it. You are registered under the VAT. You pay taxes ranging between 1% to 15.5% depending on your products. Think that you are not doing any services or anything, but you are availing the service of the service people. You are not in a position to encash the input credit for your VAT payments. Because you are registered under the VAT and you don't do services, you don't have a chance to utilize the input on the services. And this means that there is a revenue loss for you being on the same. At the same manner, a service person who is buying products, like say for example, any computers or anything, he is not able to use the VAT credit to his services, as service tax does not allow the VAT input to be offset against the service taxes. Both are a different act. VAT is a state act, services is a central act. And then again you are bound to pay central excise in the name of central taxes. If you are a manufacturer having a turnover of above 1.5 crores, you automatically come under central excise. It is becoming very difficult for a common businessman in India to register under various tax reforms and also follow various tax rules which are not connected to him. He needs to file VAT returns on 28th, he needs to file service tax returns off yearly and make payments on 5th, and he has to file central excise returns on 5th. So complicated process for running a business. That is what the question asked by many our own Indian business people as well as the overseas people who are doing business in India. GST is the one process which simplifies these people's life in one or the other manner. Say for example, when you talk about VAT, VAT is a differential tax act for different states, whereas service tax is a uniform for all over India. Central excise is a uniform tax for all over India. But when you combine these three, instead of paying at 16% or 14% in each of the taxes, you may land up in paying around 16 or 15% as a GST. But it gives you a level playing ground. All over the India, the tax is uniform. There is no competitor for you. You can offset your service tax input against the VAT input, or VAT, because there is no question of VAT at all, everything is GST. So GST input is only one tax, it's a single tax. Instead of paying multiple tax, whether you are a manufacturer or a service provider, it doesn't matter. So your product or your services can be competitive, and all the people, the tax is passed to the end customer as usual, because everywhere it is again and again circulated as a input and output credits. So GST is the most welcome form of the taxes, which is a very distinct, reformatory in nature, and above all it makes a level playing, as I told you, not only level playing ground, makes every entrepreneur's life easy. He has to register under only one act called GST Act, instead of registering under the VAT, service tax, central excise and complying with various taxmen. He needs to deal with only one taxman called GST man.